There are three types of Libra. I said there are three types of Libra. And we're going to do the decans. The decans means what? 10 degrees. It's 10 degrees, which is 30, like 30 days. So each degree is a day. So every 10 days, you got a decan. You got the first decan Libra, you got the second decan Libra, and you got the third decan Libra. So you know the scales is masculine energy. Deal with the air. They energetic. So since they're cardinal, this make them the ones who take initiative. They naturally a leader. So they are the peacemakers. They are active. They are the artists. They are easygoing. They are peace loving. They're the diplomats. They're very polished and shiny, very social. And these people love luxury. They love luxury and they self-indulgence. And balance is the key to every Libra life. And it represents justice. Just like they are peace loving, but they will fight for justice. So when you tip the scale, they will pull out that sword and chop you down if it's not right. So they deal with the science of the heart because it's Venus. So the planet is Venus. She's the goddess of love and beauty. And she rules pleasure, social pursuits, the art, and she represents creativity. And what you understand about the decans, the three decans, explains that there are three types of Libra. The first decan deals with Venus itself. The second decan, which is my decan, deals with Aquarius, Uranus, and Aquarius has two planets, which is also Saturn. Okay, the third decan deals with Mercury, which is Gemini. And so now, the first decan is the original Libra itself. And this deals with the date of September the 23rd to October the 3rd. The second decan is the Uranus, Aquarius, and Saturn decan. And it deals with October the 4th to October the 13th. And my birthday, October the 9th. So I'm under this decan. Now, the third decan deals with Gemini Mercury. And it's October the 14th to October the 23rd. So what you got to understand that the Libra represents the buttocks, the lower back, and the kidneys. And the color of a Libra is green, blue, lavender, and pink because they deal with more of the heart and the higher mind. So now, and so since you got a Libra, their element is air, which deal with the mind. And you know the air can go into anything. So the Libra can go into the past, the present, and the future. So a Libra can go into the water, which is the past, the present, which is the earth, and the future, which is the fire. So a Libra could be all those things. So now, as I continue on, the decan describes the three types of Libra because you thought there was one. You thought that all Libras was the same, but now you know. So now, what is a Libra? We know that a Libra is the ones who gonna bring peace and order to life. So there is no life without a Libra. We need order. In the African culture, it would be ma'at. And so when we talk about balance the scales, Libras are the ones who has good taste, good judgment. The brilliant ones who into the music, the arts, they into people. So it's a Libra job to know people, their personality, the way they think, and their characteristics. And so a Libra deals with, they are the doorway between the two worlds, which means they're the doorway between the higher self and lower self. And so they got their foot in both worlds. So they deal with the heart chakra that brings all that together. So a Libra put their energy into people. They are mostly intelligence, and they got the ability to read people, and they can read between the lines of what people say and do. So you cannot deceive a Libra. They just know you. They're very observant. They watch you. And Libra like to know people, and they like to talk about people. And when I mean talk about people, they like to talk about what a person did. They like to talk about the characteristics of people. That's how much they love people. And so they might stay on people. It could be their family. It could be their loved ones. But it's going to be somebody. So they got to socialize. They deal with socialization. So Libra can interpret the body language of others. And so they got the power of pleasing and attracting. And the number one trait is charm. And so they can charm you to death. So charm is magic. And so what is magic? Magic is the performer of energy and the persuasive of energy and the influence of energy. And they can influence you with their presence, and they can influence you with their beauty, because they deal with beauty. So beauty is very important to a Libra. And so they deal with partnership. So if they don't be into a partnership like girlfriend, boyfriend, or business partnership, they will socialize in some way. It could be on the phone, have a whole phone list of associates. So they're going to socialize some way. They got to be in contact with people in general. And if it's not the phone, they will get themselves on something, even if it's social media, where they feel like they're in contact with people. We're looking at all type of videos because they love knowledge. These people are very knowledgeable. And the thing is, they love flowers, they love champagne, they love the finest things of life. But a Libra is the ones that you ain't got to worry about attaching to people, because they know how to detach quick, because there is an air sign. So air sign is all switching up. And so their mind is all switching. So they can be unpredictable. So they need balance. They have them stable. And so we're going to get into the Decans in a minute. But also, a Libra to some could be a narcissist at heart. But in general, it depends on what Decan they is. It explains if they're narcissists or not, or if they can be a narcissist. In general, a Libra don't deal with jealousy. It's hard for a Libra to deal with jealousy. The other side of Venus might be an earth sign, but Libra is an air. And so they know how to get over people, places, and things. And they got a lot of things on their mind, a lot of energy. And they are great planners and great plotters. And Libra deals with harmony. They deal with romance, love. And it deals with, definitely, it deals with helping you and seeing you happy. A Libra is a happy-go-lucky people. They stay happy. They stay happy with their creative minds, and their home will be elegance. Everything they touch will be elegance. They like beauty, even if they like their food to be beautiful. And if it's not beautiful, they're not going to eat it. And if it sounds nasty, they're not going to eat it. A Libra don't only like the physical beauty, they like beautiful souls. So if your soul is beautiful, you kind, a Libra can get with you, because a Libra is the kindest people in the zodiac and the very nicest people in the zodiacs. It ain't too much get to them. But what you don't know, they're very emotional within themselves. So due to love, they very accept you for who you are, but they holding everything you say. So if you say something negative, you might think they dumb, and they know you talk about them because they're very intelligent, and they also very intuitive. They just know. They know if you talking about, they deal with the mind, intuition, claircognizance, and also clairvoyance, because they deal with imagery. They like to imagine the visions because they deal with love. So it's the idea of love that they really love. So they might look at you and you might be the idea of love, but they know that you ain't showing your love, but it's just the idea of them thinking of that love. They might just get with you. At the same time, they will leave you quick because they know that you really don't love them. It just was the idea of that. They might just fantasize about you because they love people. You know what I mean? Libras are that type. And they fantasize of you doing good. They fantasize of you being happy. And they're very enthusiastic about you. These people will even fight for you if you've been done wrong. So Libra will fight for you because they deal with justice. They will get justice for you. They also will protect you because they love family, they love people. And so they're all about protecting life. If there's no peace in life, a Libra gonna bring peace, even if they got destroyed the beast. So that what people don't know. They can go very hard when they have to, but overall, they're very peace loving. And they can crank up a party. And they want to see everybody happy in the party. How I know? Because I'm a Libra and I know. In the party, I want to see everybody happy. I'm walking around speaking to everybody. Everybody get conversation. I don't miss a person unless they don't want to be bothered. See, a Libra also will respect your wishes just to keep the peace. As long as they're at peace, a Libra feel good. When they love to have fun, they love love. So they love the environment to feel like love. So comfortability is very important. And the family, the home is very important. And so Libra are natural born charmers. They got very good, powerful charisma. So when you see them, most likely, you're going to see them dress well, stylish, elegance, coming out with their own trends and don't follow nobody else's style. And the Libra also know how to color coordinate very well. And so we're going to go into the Decans, the Decans in a minute. And so this is a Libra, but also this the first Decan of a Libra. All Libras, no matter what Decan is, they're going to have a piece of this personality. Also with the Decans. But those who, the first Decans got got this to the screen. Just get this amplify them more. So a Libra also has a superior instinct, and they got an easygoing attitude, and some are underachievers because if it's nothing to fight for, a Libra won't fight. They'll sit back and get stuck in the rut and be comfortable in that spot, in that area. And so a Libra, if they got some support, that's why they do good in partnership. A partner who will motivate them, even though they are a leader, they love that partnership. Who, when they work with a team, they feel motivated and they will accomplish. So sometimes a Libra need that motivation from a partner, or it ain't got to be from a partner. Inspiration from a message, of a word, because they deal with communication. They deal with the word. They are some of the most talkative people out of all people. Everybody I know, like myself, I can talk like 5 or 6 hours back in the days, and the only person who can keep up with me is another Libra or a Gemini, because Aquarius too much. A regular Aquarius don't too much like to. They can talk. As Aquarius can go too, but it's a limited to what they say. They got to be interested in it. See, Aquarius deal with the higher mind stuff. They into their own little thing. And we're going to get into the Aquarius decking in a minute, because it's part of my decking. You know what I mean? So I got the Libra mixed with Aquarius, the second decking. And so now a Libra also are warm-hearted, natural, optimistic, and they're full of ideas. They're enthusiastic, like I said. And these people here, it's all about fairness. They will give you a chance. They will not believe nothing until it's evidence. We got to know that it's factual. It's a show me state. Nobody can tell me about you. Nobody can tell me nothing bad about you. I got to see it, unless I already know about you. So a Libra, you got a good chance. So a Libra got great confidence that all people, that they can turn all people to love, peace, and light. Which means that if you don't get along with a person, a Libra know they could. And so they'd be like, I can get along with him. And you say, oh, this person bad. This person ain't all that good. But a Libra going to say, to me, this person, all right, I bet you I get along with him. And then this deal with my second deck in Libra, the Aquarius. So I'm coming to that in a minute about the Aquarius, the second decking, because Aquarius is over that decking. And this type of Libra I am, the Uranus and Saturn decking. And so I'm explaining some of the rest of the Libra traits and my traits, which is a Libra is the ones who have superior intellect. They're warm-hearted. They very empathic, so they empaths because of Venus. Venus is the type of woman. She empathic, and our culture, she's an asset. She's very empathic, or she's Haru, and she's very empathic, and she's very full of life. She's full of life, and she's creative, and she's captivating. She's very attractive. And so Libras are very attractive, no matter if it's a man or female. Every man got some type of female aspects in him of a Libra. Even though you might take his good look, you say, oh, he's so pretty, or he's so beautiful, so handsome, you might take him for a weakling. But what you fail to realize that he got a set in him. A set is a strong female aspect, and also he got the masculine air. So he'll bring that sword to you, and you'll be chopped down because he have many ways to beat you. Not only with the mind, he will apply it. So a Libra also are the ones, when they loyalty, but at the same time, some Libras can change their mind quick and not be loyal to you if they know that you are full of BS. So Libra is the ones who can peep if you say anything bad about them. They deal with relating to people, so they can relate to any topic or any subject. They can get on anything. They love knowledge. They love information. So you'll see them all over social media. You see them all over everywhere, searching, researching, everything. So a Libra love that. So Libra love to be spiritual because they deal with peace. What spirituality deal with? It deal with peace. So these be your spiritual gurus. These be your spiritual gurus. These be like your nurturers. They naturally nurturers. They care for you. They love you, and they will be there for you. And they really want the whole world to be at peace. If they could bring peace to the whole world, they would. So a Libra strength is brought out when they're in crisis. When Libra is into drama, a crisis, or going through hardship, that's when their strength is brought out. You see the strength of a Libra, and you see how well they can handle chaos, how well they can handle anything. And so they be at their best when dealing with crisis, where they can keep the whole community calm while you panic, while you worry, while you going through it. The Libra can keep you calm and keep you straight. So with this being said, you got to understand that a Libra gonna be in some type of partnership. It don't matter if it's a business associate, a friend, a family, a mate, lovers. A Libra gonna be in some type of partnership, and they do very good in partnerships. So they deal intuitively with other people's emotions, and no one is better at understanding and taking into consideration of another person's points of view other than a Libra, because they consider all points of view. They look at all points of view. Like nobody's points of view is better than the other. A Libra look at all sides of a story, all sides of everything. So sometimes they appear to be indecisive, but they can make a decision. It depends on what type of Libra. A second decaying Libra can make a decision. I'm a second decaying Libra. They got Aquarius, Uranus. I'm the Aquarius type. So with this being said, a Libra are the ones who will oppress you. And imagery means a lot. Our image means a lot. So we're going to put in the best image. The best image in the public and around people. And so what you got to understand is a Libra don't like to look bad, and they don't like for nobody to really talk down to them when they're out and about or in the public. So they're going to be on their best behavior, and you should too when you're around a Libra. The reason why? Because a Libra don't like you to attack them while they're in the public. They can really snap and go ham. And so Libra got the mood swings on the other end, where they can really snap when they're not balanced, when the scales is tilted. So we talking about organizing an event, a party, or anything, a Libra is good at that. They have organized mind. They're very logical thinking. They are deep thinkers. And so they're going to come out with the perfect answer, the perfect solution, because they are problem solvers also. So that's why they always here to give advice to you. That's why people go to a Libra for advice, because they know a Libra can come up with very accurate advice, because it will be very practical, very realistic, and very down to earth. But a Libra also, it can in their later years will become wise, especially when dealing with relationship, partnership, and people in general, because they know people all their life. They deal with knowing the mind of people. So that's why they can be the most psychic out of all signs, because a Libra, they deal with people. They deal with being a partnership, relating to people, knowing people, one-on-one with people. So that's why a Libra could be the most psychic all their life more than any other sign, because they're going to deal with people for the rest of their life. They're going to know the human behavior, and they make you great psychologists and counselors and therapists. And so you feel at peace with a Libra. You feel like yourself with a Libra. You feel confident. You feel more than happy with a Libra. So that's why Libra was one of the best signs. Not because I'm a Libra, because of the traits and the characteristic traits of the Libras that I know also. And the flaws that Libra can have, that they try so hard to please others. So they got to watch out for that. They got to watch out for trying to please others, because everybody ain't going to like you. They ain't going to like us. And I had to learn that. So I'm saying, so we just got to move on and do what we do. And it's good for a Libra to express their wisdom. Don't hold it in, and speak your truth. You don't have to pretend to be something else. And now I'm glad I got the Aquarius in my second decan, because as Aquarius is my second decan, it helps me to be my real self. And so a Libra is very affectionate. A Libra is the ones who love projects, who are the initiators, who love unusual people, different ideas, and they definitely love to travel. And so with it being said, they very agreeable type. They will agree with you on a lot of things just to keep the peace, unless it's so harmful. So then they're going to cut you to slice, because they can be strong when they want to. And so they can play a lot of, they really ain't the mind game type, but they could play it. And they good at what they do if they have to. That's only when it comes to justice or trying to bring a piece of correction to something. Because they're all about correcting and bringing peace and justice to something. And so a Libra is very confident, but their confidence also could be shaky at times. And so they're all about synergy. Synergy. And that means bringing things together. They're all about relating to people, bringing people together, unity with people, unity with colors, unity with sound, like bringing all type of music together, and they create. So that's why they are the trendsetters, because they're all about bringing things together. And I know that people look at Libra as pretty, and they think that they are lazy. But when Libra got something to accomplish, and they got something that they into, when they set their mind to something, I mean, they are one of the hardest workers on the planet. So that people got to realize. And they're good at managing people, managing things. So you want to put a Libra over your business and let them be the manager, because they know how to organize, structure things, and keep the peace in there. They know how to inspire people and motivate people to get them to do things in a smooth way. They got their own style. And so they deal with, they're fun loving, and they know how to make things happen where everybody will feel good. So they're the great diplomats and the great negotiators. So they're good even with business, making money and everything, because they're highly intelligent. They're also intuitive. They're on point. So, these are your people who are your writers, into your music, photography, and things like that. And so, with it being said, Libra are happiest when their environment is ordered and peaceful, because these people strive for balance and harmony, and peace is worth it at any price. They go out their way to keep the peace. Even if they got to chop down evil or deception, a Libra would do it just to keep the peace. And sometimes they can do even awful things just to keep the peace. So you don't have to worry about a Libra being jealous of you, because as soon as you get wrong in a relationship, they will leave you. They will leave you. They vanish in the wind. They gone. So yes, they have an independent mind. So it's best not to come against their thoughts and their communication. It's best not to cut them off and let these people speak their mind, because they deal with the mind. Let them speak, and you will win with a Libra. So they hate anything unpleasant, and they avoid conflict. So you will rarely have a problem with a Libra. But sometimes they could try to please people so much, they can take on so many jobs and tasks just to please someone. So the thing for a Libra is to gain self-love. Once they recognize self-love and get into the spiritual realm, then they can love others. They must love themselves, because they're always looking for approval of others. So they got to watch out for that. Not wanting everybody approval, because everybody ain't going to approve of you. And that's what I had to learn. So they got every ingredients for happiness, and they definitely love to see you happy, their family happy, and everybody happy. And when you happy, a Libra's happy. When you go on a trip and you enjoying yourself, even if they wasn't there, if they see pictures or images, they smiling. And that's a Libra. Because they love when they see you excited, when they see you happy, when they see you in peace, when they see you doing good. So they love to help you, inspire you, and they are the ultimate nurturers. So now I'm going to the second decan, which is Aquarius rules this. And then this is my decan, the second decan. And so the type of Libra I am is the second decan, the Aquarius type of Libra, the Uranus type of Libra, and Saturn type of Libra, because Aquarius rules Uranus and Saturn. Okay, so this says about me, I'm the type of Libra that deal with being myself. I deal with being unique. If I can't be myself, you know what I mean, I got to be myself. I can't. I'm gonna be myself. So this is how we act. Who's under this second decan type of Libra? We are original, and we definitely innovative, come with our own ideas, and we think outside of the box. And we're very analytical, very reserved, and always picking up on information. And we are the scientific minds. We always bringing discernment. We're putting out the truth out of lies. We like to experiment things. We like to we like to do things differently. We don't like to be the same. And so we don't like to be the same. We like to invent our own trends, our own styles. And so the Aquarius deals with the uranium metal. And their keyword is I know. Because a Libra keyword is I relate, I balance. Aquarius is I know. This is second decan. So the first decan, which is from September the 23rd to October the 3rd, is the Libra Venus decan. You originally got all the Libra traits. So now I am the second decan from October the 4th to October the 13th. So these type of Libra that we are, that we don't like to follow the normal rules and regulations. We like to break the rules and bring our own rules to things. And so we the type of people who has a humanitarian mind. We want to help everybody. And we are the visionaries who can see the big picture. And Aquarius is highly intuitive. They deal with the higher mind. They deal with the crown chakra. energy center, the Uranus part of Aquarius. And so this make me the type who very intellectual. I don't like to be bored or none of that. So us who under this decan, we don't like to be bored. We very expressive, and we speak even when nobody with us. And we the type we could chill by ourselves and still entertain ourselves, and still communicate with ourselves. And so we very outspoken, and sometimes we can be blunt. And so under this decan right here, the second decan, the Aquarius type of Libra, Uranus Libra, or the Saturn Libra, we the ones who has a universal mind, universal thought, and wisdom is the key to us. And so we deal with getting downloads from the universe out of nowhere. We're very claircognizant, because with the Uranus type of Libra that we are, the second decan, we get downloads, information out of nowhere. We deal with change, all of a sudden change, all of a sudden. So we deal with surprises. We like surprises, and we like to surprise people. We always shocking people with our gifts, with our talents out of nowhere. They just shock, they surprise. So all of a sudden you think that I'm a regular person, or then I shock you that I got all this knowledge, or I shock you when I blow up. So this type of Libras we are. We shock the world type. And we shock people with our ideas, with our minds. We shock people in all type of ways. And so the Aquarius type of Libra is fixed. The fixed mind that's active. And so fixed also means persistence and solid. It's solid. We don't stop. When our mind is on something, we keep going and going and going, and we don't stop because we fixed. We solid. And so fixed also means loyal. We loyal to a person who's like family, or the ones we love. And so we very fixed, and we very persistent. We get the job done. Like a regular Libra could stop doing what they do. They can get stuck in a rut. But we the type, when we get started, we don't stop until we finish the job. And so that's the thing about the Aquarius type of Libra. So not only is on carnal, but I got fixed in me too, because I'm a Libra, the Aquarius type, the second decan. And the Aquarius is over the second decan, the fixed type, the great humanitarian, deal with the 11th house. The 11th house, the powerful 11th house that deals with humanitarian issues, that deals with negotiating with people, that deals with being independent, that deals with the type that can be rebellious. I'm a rebellious type. I can rebellious against your thoughts, ideas. And so us who under this decan, we can rebel against your thoughts and ideas. We the type, we will argue with you or debate. So I used to be that type. So until I master myself. So us under this decan also can be fixed in our opinions and very stubborn. And so when we dealing with this decan, we the type that we like to go out, but we at the same time we can relax home. We like to be friendly, but at the same time, or we like to be friendly and outgoing, but at the same time we could be alone. So we this type of Libra. So this is the air sign, so it's masculine. It's masculine. It's masculine. So the thing is, we have strong dislike and firm opinions. And when we believe in something, we stick to it, because we deal with the fixed quality of the Aquarius. And so this being said, the water barrier means bringing the truth to the world, similar as the truth that we give freely to people, that we share the truth freely to people. We always get advice, the wise ones, the Aquarius. And the Aquarius do it on the universal scale. So they deal with the ankles. They deal with the ankles and the circular flow through the body. They deal with how the energy flow through the body. And so this the Aquarius. The Aquarius deals with growth and being progressive. And we deal with freedom. We love our freedom. We love freedom. We are the most freedom-loving people on the planet, type of Libras. So us who has the second decan, the Aquarius, are the most loving type and freedom-loving there is on the universal scale. We love to be in your company, but at the same time, we can be by ourselves also. So we need the mixture. We need the balance. And we the type who love advanced technology. And we into the science. And we into the cult knowledge. A cult only stood by a few type of knowledge. And we into the astrology and stuff like that, numerology, into the spiritual realm. That's second the code and things, breaking down things. And we like to experience things. And so the Libra and the Aquarius type like to experience things. They try out things. And some Some deal with even experience different type of sexes, like men or women. They could be homosexual, bisexual, gay, and on that level. And also, we could try out, even though I haven't tried out that, but I understand what this represents. It's a lot of people under this decan that tries these things. But also, when I say that we like to experience things, we like to experience like life, try out new food, try out new some of everything. Just try things out. You know what I'm saying? Because we like to experience what it's like. Like when we speak on something, we like to experience it and see if it's true. And so we like to test it. So we the type of Libra that like to test things. So we come up with an answer, a solution, the problem solver. So that's why we had the scientific mind. Some of your geniuses is born under this second decan, which is the Aquarius decan. And so we are your truth tellers, and we the ones who give out our opinions, and we are the wise ones and the seeker of knowledge, love knowledge, information. So all air signs seek information and knowledge, but we definitely are the seekers on the universal scale. Not only do we seek it, we like to rebel against anybody else knowledge to come up with the right answers and clues to life, unless we see that it's true. So if it's true, then it is what it is, because we like people to be truthful. It's all about the truth right here. And sometimes we could rebel for the sake of it, go against something for the sake of it. Those who on the downside, they script rebellious. They might be fighters or something, you know, for the sake of it, but mainly rebel against thoughts, ideas, always arguing, always debating, always the know-it-all. Because the Aquarius deal with I know. They could be a know-it-all. They deal with the crown. But so when you got Aquarius mind, the Libra second decan Aquarius mind that is balanced, they are some of the goodest people on the planet. Some of the goodest people on the planet. And so we are the idealists, and we like to see everybody happy, just like the regular Libra Aquarius too, the Libra Aquarius type too. And so the second decan type of Libra love to see everyone happy too, more than anyone. And we really don't like hard work, but it's the idea that really get us. But we know we got to do what it takes to win. And we're very persistent and very determined, and we work very hard at anything that we got our mind set on, any goal. We got to have a goal, and a lot of us do have goals to accomplish. Whatever that goal is, we accomplish goal after goal after goal, and so we make great plotters even more so. And we very good at picking up on the details and understanding the details, overstanding the details. And we appear to be an expert on every subject. And sometimes we're not the expert on every subject, but the thing is, we act like it. Because Aquarius the Aquarius Libra type deals with I know. So these could be your know-it-all. They can say, I know this, I know that, when they really don't know nothing. So watch out for that. And so the Aquarius Libra type is very acceptance of people, places, and things. They accept people for who they are, because they like people to be original. And they truly believe in let live and let go. And they're very honest. They're very, very helpful. And they never bored, and they don't like to be bored. They're always thinking. Their thoughts always flowing, like electricity flow. And so they can be very restless in the mind, definitely. And so these are the ones who are definitely, like I said, the visionary, very goal-oriented, and they like unusual people, places, and things, just like the regular Libra. And these are the ones who are definitely the freedom-loving, and they like to pass down wisdom that overflowing with information. They are your light bringers of the world. The thing is about the second decan Libra, Aquarius type of Libra, they will be themselves no matter where they go. They could be in front of the king or queen of England or Scotland or Africa or India. It don't matter where, what country. They will be themselves. They could be in the church. They can be themselves. So that's the thing about us. We can be ourselves regardless. And people will say, I love you. I love you for being yourself. That people always tell me, I like you for you. Continue to be yourself. I always be myself. And they're very open to thoughts. We're very open-minded. And so we love to talk, love to communicate. We hear your ideas out. And we love to hear about your story. And it's all about you when dealing with the Aquarius type of Libra, the second decan. The second decan type of Libra. A sense of humor. Ooh, we love that. A sense of humor. A regular Libra love a sense of humor. Also, the Aquarius type of Libra love a sense of humor. You don't want to get into a battle with a second decan Libra. They are the ones, the masterminds, the master knowledge, but they also good with their tongue. And they can be very sharp and very blunt and very nasty with that tongue. And so we are the type to have different type of friends than the average people. What's it called? Weird friends. We be around weird people. But really they ain't weird. They're more like genius that we can relate to on a higher level. Because the Aquarius type of Libra deals with, or the second decan type of Libra deals with the higher mind. Our hearts is very kind. And we slow to take offense because we the type that don't like to deal with our emotions. But we could when we dealing with Venus. Even though Uranus, but it'd be weird. It'd be odd. The odd type of emotion, which means it can be very explosive. So we can explode like a ticking time bomb. I'm talking about out of nowhere because of Uranus. Now, most likable trait is being very friendly, very humanitarian, very loving, very nurturing. I'm talking on the universal scale. And this is us, who is very cheerful. We're very cheerful. All the air signs most likely is very cheerful, especially the Libra second decan type, the Aquarius type, Uranus type. And Saturn brings the practicality. I mean, which make us the balance type of Libra, to be able to apply our knowledge. Saturn gives us the ability to apply our knowledge. It gives us structure and order. And so the second decan Libra deal with Uranus and Saturn. And so this makes us more a force who want recognition and who will work for recognition. And Saturn deal with self-mastery. We'll go through hard times, battles, a war. We'll go through time and limitation until our time run out of the material realm, until we go beyond the physics and we come to metaphysics, the spiritual realm. And our gifts is dealing with all type of personalities from every walk of life, no matter what station, what status, no matter what, and being very accepting of people. And nobody can buy our souls because we can be ourselves. We don't like to be trapped and imprisoned by nobody else's wealth or nothing. So nobody can put us in the box. We're the freedom type, loving, and we'll fight for freedom. But we can be very aloof, detached, isolated. That's on a downside, but we're very cool, very smooth, and very chill. And we could be very addicted to studying people, studying human beings. And we are people watchers, watching their personality, watching their attitudes. And we also outgoing, but we also could be an ingoing person, introvert. So most like an ambivert. We attract people. We got great charisma, so we attract people everywhere we go. And we have so much information, we still search for information. We just love knowledge, and breaking things down, dissecting and bringing out the truth, discernment. You can't tell us anything because the Aquarius type of Libra, the second decan type of Libra, live by their intuition. They just get download. We get downloads from out of nowhere. We just know. We get a knowing feeling. So usually when we say something about something, it comes to fruition, and it happens for real. Because our intuition is deep. And when we say something, believe me, people are always saying, you was right. If they didn't believe me then, or they didn't believe us then, they come back and say to us, y'all was right, or you was right. Your music put us in the imaginary state of mind. We love our music. Music, yes. And this is how we manifest. We love to laugh, joke, clown, and we love the intellectual stimulation. All air signs love intellectual stimulation, especially us as the second decan type of Libra, the Aquarius type of Libra. So just watch out for our acid tongue. It can shock ya. Yes, it can shock ya. So we got to calm down right there. But we will be very blunt. And we can rebel for the sake of rebellion. If it's boring, too boring, yes, we can do things out of the blue just to bring excitement. Start up some conversation just to bring excitement. Rebel to rebel. And we love being different. That's our biggest trait. Love being unique. And we don't like to be the same like everyone else. And yes, we can be a daredevil. So watch out for that. Because we can rebel for the sake of rebel. And we like to experience things. So we can be a daredevil. So with that being said, now moving on to the third decan type of Libra. The third decan type of Libra is Gemini Mercury. And these people is from October the 14th to October the 23rd. And so these are your talkative people. They deal with the mind too, but they're very expressive, very talkative. These are your great spokesperson type of Libra. The ones who can switch styles and the way they talk and the way they act type of Libra. And so the third decan Libras, they love to talk. They got the need to talk and communicate. They stay on the go. They're very expressive and they need a variety. Variety of this, variety of that. They are your multitaskers. They're very adaptable type. They deal with the mutable. This their quality, mutable. And they deal with that masculine energy in their air sign, the mutable air. So they're everywhere. Their mind everywhere. Their thoughts everywhere. They want to try some of everything. And sometimes they can't get the task done because they doing many things at one time. So these type of Libras here, they can be very clever. They're very smart. And all air signs is mentally intuitive. And so these could be your mind readers. They want to finish a sentence off. They finish the sentence off. You can say something, they'll finish the sentence off. Or whatever you got to say, just like a regular Libra and the Aquarius type, the second decan. Also the third decan can finish your sentence off. These are your mind readers. So these people here, they love to learn. And they love to study, they love the news. They love to even strike up conversation so they can get information from you. So these are Gemini type of Libra, the second decan type of Libra, the Mercury type of Libra. You know what I mean? So these people, they deal with the arms, the hands, the shoulder, the lungs. And so these people here also, their element is Mercury. Well, their metal is Mercury. And so these people here, they love to travel. They love to move, to travel. They love to network, connect. These are your good business people because they're great at conversation. So they can run very game. They're very persuasive and very influential. They're very influential. And so these type of Libras, these Gemini type of Libra, second decan type of Libra, they want to play all the parts. They want to be the director, the producer, even the actor, the actor, the writer, everything. So these people are very clever with words. They're quick in thoughts. They're quick in action, and they got many personalities. They can play many roles. So they'll be very good at acting. So not only are they imaginative, but they play many roles. They're very adaptable, and they mostly good at understanding words, the lingo. So these people, variety is their game. So these are good speakers and spokespersons. And so they will have many jobs, hobbies, careers, or lovers too. So they have many interests. They try all type of things because they don't like to be bored. No air sign like to be bored, especially these type, because they can do many things at one time. Variety is part of their game. And their most likable trait is they're very expressive and very responsive. So these type of Libra, which is the third decan, the Gemini Libra type, are the ones who deal with duality, deal with versatile. Also being nervous because they deal with the nerves. So they need to calm their nerves down. These are very restless. And so these people here all trying to enforce their point of views on others or smoothly put their, because they're very persuasive, force their points of view on others more in a persuasive way. Where sometimes they can trick you. They can be the tricksters type of Libra. They could be. Not all. If they balance, they right. If they're not, then they could be the ones who not only trick you, but trick themselves because they all thinking. And so their motto is I think. So the third decan type of Libra deal with I think. I relate, I think. I relate, I think. I balance, I think. Like the second decan Aquarius type, the Uranus type is I relate, I know. The regular Libra is I relate, I balance. So the second type is I know, I balance. And the third type is I think, I balance. And so the Gemini type of Libra, the third decan They enjoy writing notes, chatting with strangers, the emails, any type of communication, the phone, text messages. These people be all over the place. They definitely gonna be on social media, and they love to entertain you. They love to perform. Yes, so because you know the second decan type is the most serious type. They serious too because they got Saturn in there. But the third decan, these people here are very fun loving, but they very entertaining, very expressive, and their conversation is idealistic. So they play a lot of mind games too. You know what I mean? They like to play a lot of mind games, and they're very accepting of other people's thoughts, but not really. They just doing that to get along with you. Like you might say something, you might be wrong, but they might know that. See what I'm saying? But they play the mind game just to get along with you. So these type of quick talkers, quick thinkers, they're ahead of their time type of people. Just like the second decan Libras ahead of their time because they deal with the higher mind. So is the third type. But these people here is mostly to the dramatic arts. They're drawn to the stage, and they could do very much speaking, writing in the public. Anything that they were speaking and writing in the public and things like that. They're very expressive, and they like philosophy. So these people are the ones who give great advice, and they could be a spokesperson. They very helpful, influential people, and they attract good financial luck. They're very lucky and stuff like that. So that's how they elevate. They elevate because it's the Mercury type of Libra. And they can be very impatient with people who can't keep up with their rapid flowing thoughts and speech and conversation. They don't really like slow people. And so you got to watch out for that. The same like the second decan, the same way. So the most balanced Libra will be the first type, the regular Libra itself. The wisest Libra will be the second decan type because it got Uranus, Aquarius. The spokesperson type of Libra will be the third type. The first type of Libra, the regular Libra, will be the cardinal type who initiate new ideas. And so the Gemini Libras, the third decan, they love their freedom, of course. They're very funny. Yes, they're very funny. Got a great sense of humor. They're very up to date when dealing with trends, and they definitely need time for themselves. But they love the gospel. They love the gospel. They're very generous with their time, with their friendship, and their possessions, and things like that. And they're going to always crank up some excitement in their environment or something. So these people will always crank up excitement in their environment, in their relationships. And so they're fun-loving. If you're the born type in relationship, they're going to go outside of their relationship and have more affairs. Because these people don't like to be bored, period. And they ain't going for it. And they're very moody. And sometimes you can't trust them because they're unpredictable type. But as long as they balance, they can be some of your best type of Libras. And so these people here sometimes they can act like they superficial or fake because they're trying to get along with others. And so this is what they got to watch. This is what they have to stop. They have to stop that and be themselves and stop trying to get along with others for the sake of love, for the sake of being a friend and things of that nature. And of course, they love to talk to people. Communication is part of their game. If they don't talk to the people, they don't feel the same. They got to talk to something. They got to talk. Like all the air signs, they got to talk. So these people got to say something. And they stay in their mind. Their mind always thinking. They're always keeping up with the latest information, picking up the latest information. They're picking up all the gospel. They want to know what's going on everywhere. They even start conversation so they can get conversation from you, like I said earlier. But these people here are that type. Very expressive. And these people here, they're going to be around people. You know what I mean? They're going to be around people. But at the same time, they can be themselves. So these people here has high spirits. And they love fun and games. They like to play games. Even mind games, mind stipulation. And so they can play sexual games. These people are very sensual, very sexual. They're very creative. Like all Libras are creative. All types are creative, but they are definitely creative, and they have many ways because they think of many ways. And they like to be around people who are interested and amusing and amazing. They like to be around people who are intellectual. Like all Libras like to be around people who are intellectual. Not only the third decan type or Gemini type, but also all Libras like to be around people who can stimulate the mind and who got a great conversation game. So with it being said, They can be very sarcastic, of course, very arrogant, of course, like they're all that, because they can feel like they're on a higher frequency, higher ups, because people can't keep up with their mind, or people can't keep up with their communication. And these are the Gemini type of Libras. So they can act like they're high class and things that of that nature. They're very enthusiastic, very happy going, like all Libras are. And so just the energy that they have, the same like all Libras have. And so they make great instructor teachers, because they have many ways to teach, many ways to instruct, many ways to do things. And so just like all Libras can be a great teacher, but they one of the best because they very expressive with it. And so these people could make you great writers also. And these are the type of people who can justify anything. They can justify anything they do. They always got an explanation for things. Right here, always come up with something, so they can be very much a trickster, like I say, because they're good with the tongue. And so, they're magical. But the thing is, they can be very loyal, very dedicated, very loving. And so they can be a great friend to have when they balance. And a great partner in a love affair. So they don't like no routine, so you might well get rid of that. They don't like no routine. That's dead. They don't like that one partner stuff. They're most like many partners, but they could be dedicated to that one. That one got to be everything to them. You got to be very excited. And so these people are very beautiful, like all Libras. They look very youthful, like all Libras, and they some of your most beautiful people on the planet, and they got to be the center on the stage, center of the stage. They're good at what they do. They're good with being the host. So all Libras. So I did all the decans, all 3 decans of a Libra, all 3 different types, from the Libra itself and Venus to the Libra and the Aquarius type and the Libra and Gemini type. So I done did all 3. So now you know the power. So if y'all didn't know about the 3 decans, the 3 10 degrees, it's 3 of them, which make 30 days. Type of that makes a whole month. This is the Libra traits. There are 3 types. Now you know. Not only the decans, but you also got numerology. We know that. There's many things that play a part of a guidance to your life. And so with this being said, I just broke down the decans. I done broke down everything you need to know. The type of Libras right here. So with this being said, I'm out.